B12, saving our planet is the best to do. So that's all I can remember from the cartoon opening. So anyway, my name is Tomek, and I'm running a venture fund, impact venture fund. And today I'm going to be talking about what is the impact investing. And because I've been doing impact investing before it was called that fancy name, impact. We were calling that what we've been doing a couple of years ago, a positive impact on Earth and the people. And right now, from a couple of last 2 years, we have this catchy phrase, impact investing. So right now, I'm doing impact investing. So anyway, I'm going to give you like a short story. Like for thousands of years, people were investing in building things like factories, warehouses, and businesses, basically. It was just the one key factor that the people were focusing on, like one metric. It was the amount of profit, amount of money that the business can generate in the next couple of years after investment. That was a key thing to do when speaking about investments. And that is slightly or greatly changing right now with the concept of impact investing. It's like example, like 20 years ago, the power plants in Poland, they are burning coal. Believe me, they are burning coal today. Most of the electricity that we have comes from burning coal. And 20 years ago, we have basically the same power plants, but they didn't have filters on top of the chimneys. So what we were facing 20 years ago, it was acid rains. Like 10, 15, 20 miles from the power plant that we've been facing acid rains. So the land was corrupted, the soil was corrupted, there was a problem with the people health, and just because the only thing that mattered was the investment, the amount of money that we can get out of that power plant. But that is no longer with us anymore, because right now the banks and financial institutions like venture funds or private equity funds, they are starting to look for two factors that the business can generate. The first, of course, like previous, it's a profit, if the company can make a profit. But the second one, it's the impact. So the positive social and environmental impact on the local or maybe even wider ecosystem. So what does it mean to have a positive impact on people and environment? Two examples of our investments from the previous 2 years ago. The first, the company, it's called Zema, and Zema it's taking waste from the one factory, and it's moving that waste into another factory. For example, a lot of shopping malls, most of them or all of them, they are producing waste, paper waste. And so that paper waste could be used in a different factory that is close, that is producing cardboard boxes for the e-commerce. And that is a super simple idea what Zema is doing. The Zema is doing the same stuff with the paper, with different materials, but this is the simplest version of it. It's called circular economy, so that waste, that paper is circulating in a local economy, so we don't have to cut the trees in the rainforests in the Amazon region. We don't have to do it. We don't have to buy that paper from China or from Asia, from Russia, because that paper is circulating in a local ecosystem. And guess what? When the COVID-19 hit, the business model of this company is erupted. Why? Because the logistic chains from Asia to Europe, they were broken. There were problems with the logistics, with the price, with the time. And when you are operating locally, because you have circular economy, everything is great because you don't have long chains of logistics. So the business model, after it's a post-COVID business model, and after unprovoked aggression, Russia unprovoked aggression on Ukraine, this business model works even better. Because after COVID-19, it was all about the efficiency of the logistics. And right now, it's an existence thing. We don't want to buy things from Russia because we don't want to support that economy. And right now, the circular economy, it's the new thing. So that's the environmental impact that the Zeme marketplace, because it's a marketplace business model. And that's environmental impact. And another one is the people impact. The company is called Her Impact, and that's the only company which was made, and it's governed and it's led by the female founders that I have invested in. Do you know how many? What is the percentage of money that is going into female founders in the venture capital business? 2%. 2% of venture funds are going to women, the female founders. So we've made the Her Impact is our fourth, I believe, investment. And what the problem, what the company is targeting, the problem of equal job for women, equal job for women. So it's helping a girl and student, or at the beginning of the studies, or at the end of the high school, it's helping girl to identify what are the strengths of that, what are her strengths, and it's helping that girl to get online courses that she wants to attend. It's building ecosystem around that girl, offline and online. So in the long run, after her studies and during her studies, she's choosing wisely where she's going to work, for whom she's going to work, what kind of a job she wants to perform. She's 100% focused, and she knows what she's doing. It's not She knows what she's doing. So that's the concept of this business. And guess what? The business owners, the big companies, they love it. Why they love it? Because from Her Impact, they are getting the CV plus the profile, not just like in the LinkedIn, but they have a profile, how the girl is developing through years, what kind of courses is she attending, how she's behaving, how she's working with the ecosystem. And that's a perfect thing for those big companies, because they want to know whom to hire, who to work with, because they know if that girl took their courses that they put in the platform, they know how she behaves, they know how she's cooperating in that ecosystem. And they are basically what the Her Impact is doing, they are building a network. Because I think in the future, we're going to have a lot of jobs, but the best jobs, it's going to be hard to get a good job. So you will need to have one simple thing that the Jews during the Second World War should have to survive. What was it? One simple thing: the network. The network, family, friends, business network. During the Second World War for Jew community, if they have a great network, the percentage of survivability was greater. And this is, I think, it's going to happen in the next couple of years. So if you have a good network, you will have a better job. You can choose wisely a better job, the job for the future. So it's an impact. It's an impact on society, on people. It's a concept with the impact for society. So I think the impact investing, it has a bright future. Right now, a lot of European funds are going into that sector. 75% of investments are going into environmental impact. 25% of funds are going into human development for the impact funds. I think we're going to build a brighter future with the impact investing. And my next fund, because the next year I'm starting the next fund. My next fund would be focused on democracy, because we think democracy is ill, and we want to fix democracy with the tech. I'm just a bloody venture capitalist, but I have a heart on the left. Thank you.
But stay with us, Tomek. Tomek, come on to the stage. Come on, thanks. We won't talk about democracy maybe itself. We will see. Guys, we have additional value here in Wrocław during Wrocław evolutions. Do you have any questions? I mean, on site, we have some microphone. If you don't have to, or you don't have, I have one. Tomek, what's the possibility that you will invest in a project which is more impactable and less profitable?
100%.
Okay, so
because I have crazy investors in my fund. Because I'm crazy enough to do such a things. You know, 2 and 3, maybe 4 years ago, when we've been starting this impact thing, my friends from another venture funds, they were calling me crazy. Tomek, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? You are a charity, and right now they are telling me you are ahead of a herd. You are ahead of time with that concept. You didn't know that it's going to. You didn't know that it's the appropriate word for it. It's impact investment. You were calling it the good people, good ecosystem, nature, whatever. Do we succeed with this concept?
And when investing in democracy came to your mind, and what actually do you mean by investing in democracy, policy, government, blah, 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 or it's like more developed idea?
The answer, I'm living in Poland. That's the answer. So that's why I know democracy is ill.
Thank you very much. Tomek Popów, RST Ventures for Air.